Late night internet marketing.
This week on the Late Night Internet Marketing Podcast, we're going to talk about something that no one seems to ever want to talk about. And that is, what's the right mindset for email marketing? We're going to fix your email marketing mindset. All this and more on the Late Night Internet Marketing Podcast.
The Late Night Internet Marketing Podcast.
You've been working for somebody else, but you want a business to run yourself. You want to know how to start, where to begin. Can you get out your comfort zone, my friend? Yes, you can do it right when it's late at night. At the end of the day, your dreams burning inside. So keep it up and you will find that you're building your business one night at a time.
And now, broadcasting late at night from a little studio in the big state of Texas, your host, Mark Mason.
Hey, how are you? My name is Mark Mason, and this is the Late Night Internet Marketing Podcast, episode 247. And this week, I'm bringing to you some excerpts from a presentation that I did earlier this month, and it's on the topic of email marketing. But the first part of the presentation is not about tactics and strategies and tactical things around email marketing. It's around the way that you should think about email marketing. And I think this is really important. It's something that we've gotten away from. And in an era where email marketing is becoming increasingly important, I think it's super timely. And I want to give you an opportunity to hear what I had to say to this group of people in an online webinar that I gave a couple of weeks ago. So without further ado, let's talk about your email marketing mindset. All right. Hello and welcome to the afternoon session of the virtual live event. My name's Mark Mason, and today we're going to be talking about boosting your email marketing by achieving nearly 50% open rates, which is a promise that I hope to deliver on here in the next half an hour. And before you tune out or open Facebook or start multitasking, I want to tell you that in the big picture, email marketing really is a critical tool in your internet marketing toolbox. In fact, I'll make the incredibly bold statement that whatever you're doing with email right now, no matter what it is, you're not doing enough. It is one of the most important things that you could be and should be working on in your business. So in the next 28 minutes, there are three things that I want you to take away from this presentation. One of them is, I want you to get clear on how to think about email marketing. There's a lot of fear, misconception, and kind of misunderstanding about what the right way to do email marketing is. I want to get completely clear on that. And then I want to get tactical so we can get some leverage and talk about exactly how you can improve your email marketing. Actionable steps that you can take away from this session and actually be better at email marketing as soon as we're done. And then finally, I want to encourage you to get going, and we'll talk about exactly what you should do. I'm going to have some action items for you after this presentation. Bottom line is, I want you to get more results, and that's why I want you to pay attention to exactly what's going on here in the next 26 minutes. So I've had some recent success with some BPA related activities. And here's one example, and it's really the reason that I'm in front of you here today. Ricardo and I were going through some stats with my email, and we saw that some of my emails had 50% open rates, 30% click-through rates. These emails were related to 123 Profit. I have some other examples that I'll show you that are related to the affiliate marketing promotion activity that we did when we were all together at that luxury resort in Orlando. And that's why I'm here in front of you today, because I want to talk to you about how some of these things have been achieved. So like I promised, we're going to get clear, get leverage, and get going. So first, let's get clear. And the thing I want to get clear with you on is what email marketing is about, and really in general, what your business should be about, in my opinion. And it's this guy, Zig Ziglar. I actually met Zig one time here in Dallas. And what he said is you can get everything in life you want if you'll simply help enough other people get what they want. This should be your mindset for email marketing. How can you help the people that you're marketing to? Not this mindset, not the, hey, baby. This is the reputation that email marketing has, but this is not how I want you to do email marketing. What I want you to do is figure out ways in your email marketing to help people profitably. These people have needs or problems or wants or desires, and your job as an email marketer is to get them what they want so they can resolve that. Because, as Zig also said, selling's not something you do to someone. It's something you do for someone. And I think this is really important. People have this dirty feeling, and it's because they have the wrong mindset. When you're selling, you're helping someone. Look, if you had the cure for cancer and the only way you could get it out was email, you can damn be sure that you'd be emailing your butt off trying to get that cure out. You've got people's cures for whatever they want, need, or desire. You need to get that to them, and email is a tool you can use to do that. And that leads me to my second bold statement, is that email marketing is the most important online business skill that you can master. It's more important than anything else, with one possible exception that I'm going to get to here in a minute. You need to be able to do a lot of things. You need to be able to put up websites and drive copy and select products and do all those other things that we can do. But I think email marketing is the most important. It's the king of all the skills, with maybe one possible exception that we'll talk about in a minute. Why do I say that? Well, it's important for affiliate marketing, and particularly you see this with 123 Profit. It's certainly important with e-commerce. Just look at your own inbox. You think Amazon is emailing you suggestions for products because they don't make money doing that? Absolutely not. They're making a fortune with their email marketing. Email is a way you can reach people. If you're selling online courses, email marketing is absolutely critical, both from the pre-selling to the warm-up to the follow-through. And with coaching, we see using methods like the profitable coaching method that email is absolutely critical. Even people who are selling on Amazon with FBA are using email to get back in touch with customers and make things happen. And increasingly, you go into a Mexican food restaurant, you can see things like, we'll give you free queso and chips if you'll just give us your email address. You see stuff like this, so you know email marketing is absolutely critically important. And I'll tell you a very, very quick true story that my friend Jeremy Franson told me one time. My buddy Jeremy from Internet Business Mastery had a friend who had a thriving 7-figure business, got some partners involved in the business to increase cash and to help run the business. And then over time, he lost the business. They kicked him out. They kicked him out of his own business. The only thing that he was able to walk away with in that business was his email list. And so what did he do? The next day, literally the next day, he started a new business. He sent everyone on his list a message that said, hey, I'm no longer with that business. I'm with a new business, and he's off to the races. And I tell you this because I want you to understand, in many businesses, your email list is the only real asset that you have. In a normal kind of simple, basic business strategy, we find traffic, whether it's traffic off the street or traffic from Google Ads. We send that traffic to an offer, whether it's nachos or whatever it is, a small trinket from China, or an offer for insurance or rent-to-own information. And then we ask that the buyer take an action, whether it's to buy the thing or to opt in or whatever. And if that happens, we get paid. This is a simple business model. But what happens when you add email to this business model? Well, instead of just making the offer, you collect the client's contact information, and then you see immediately what you can do. You can make them offers over and over again. The lifetime value of a customer on an email list is just overwhelming, unbelievable, and enormous. Email marketing is truly the most important thing in your business, and whatever you're doing with it is not enough. And now, understanding the lifetime value of email list customers, you can immediately see that maybe statement number one's not so bold after all. In fact, I'd say it's obvious. You need to be doing more with email marketing. So how can you do that? Let's get some leverage over this email marketing problem. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the first half of this presentation on email marketing. Now, next week, what we're going to do is we're going to deliver the second half of the presentation that I gave, which gets into the tactics about how you can specifically increase open rates on your email. After all, if we're going to get someone to take an action that is inside our email, and typically in affiliate marketing, convert an offer that we have inside the email, there's some things that we need to do. And in next week's episode, I'll break down I'll break down the 3 key things that you absolutely must do in your emails, and I'll tell you how you can do it better. I hope you had an awesome time listening to this episode of the Late Night Internet Marketing Podcast. As always, if you like this, hit the subscribe button. Subscriptions to podcasts are free. At least subscription to this podcast will always be free. And I'd love to be first in your inbox each week with the next episode of the Late Night Internet Marketing Podcast. Until then, ciao.
You can do it right when it's late at night.
You've been listening to the Late Night Internet Marketing Podcast.
Be sure to visit LNIM247.com today to leave feedback for Mark. Download special bonus content, access the show notes, and more. See you there.
Until then, go and make some great progress on your internet business, one night at a time.
Business one night at a time.
I really had a lot of fun with this particular presentation. I spent a lot of time making it, getting it ready. The people that I was speaking to was a mastermind of people that I consider to be my peers generally. And so it was really fun for me to talk to that group of internet marketers about email marketing mindset. It's kind of a topic that people don't really talk about. They talk about the tactics, and I'm all about trying to understand why you're doing the thing that you're doing. And this presentation made me really happy. I'd love to do more speaking. I've done a lot of speaking from the stage in various contexts, both on the internet marketing side, related to late night internet marketing, and in my day job, I've done a lot of speaking from the stage at engineering conferences and so forth. And I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Zoom's not quite the same. I like the people to be there, but this was really fun. And maybe as this late night internet marketing thing evolves, maybe I'll do more traveling around, especially now that COVID is over. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll talk to you next week. Ciao.
Late night internet marketing.